Hello little friends, today we are going to talk about the alkali metals in the periodic table. What are the alkali metals? Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. Let's dive deeper. So the alkali metals are located in group 1 of the periodic table. That is the first column. And you can see that on the left hand side you have the first column where the lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium are located. So why they are in group 1? If you notice, they all are odd, and there is a rule that in the outermost shells can have 2, 8, 18, 32 and so on electrons to stabilize. If you look at lithium has only 3 atomic number. In the first shell or innermost shell has 2 electrons, one here, and the outermost has 1. Similarly, sodium has 1, potassium has 1 in their outer shell. So if I ask you a question that what about group 2? Yes, you can guess the same. The outermost shell has 2 electrons for group 2 elements. Alright, so some of the physical properties of these metals of group 1. Compared to the other metals, there is a lot of metal by the way, so compared to the other metals, they tend to be soft. You can just use a knife and cut them. Compared to the other metals, like say iron, their melting points are also low, which is not very usual. Now melting point decreases as you go down the group. So lithium has the highest melting point. In terms of density, the alkali metals also have low density, and it is so low that the lithium, sodium and potassium float on water. Now reactions with water. What are the observations? Lithium reacts a little bit slower in the water. It fizzes gradually and then eventually disappears. Sodium, when placed in the water, sodium fizzes rapidly and quickly disappears. On the other hand, potassium is pretty vigorous. When placed in water, potassium sparks, releases a lilac flame, and rapidly disappears. The rest three, rubidium, cesium, and francium, are more vigorous. They just reactivity increases when you go down the group, and final 3 is kind of very explosive in water. Now reaction with oxygen. I'll give just one example in this case. Oxygen in the air reacts with the surface of the alkali metals and make a coating of the oxide. So for example, if we have lithium and that is reacting with the oxygen on the air, then lithium oxide coating happens. And the reactivity with the oxygen increases as you go down. Well done! You learned about the alkali metals. Thank you so much.